Tampa Bay, it's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
I came in there. I see you in the bed. I said, oh shit, I started asking you okay. We ran through your hand. Right. I see you got the guy in the middle. I'm gonna have to help
Oh, design run for their wide out. Excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Opting to run again here with White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White.
Yeah, I did. It was good.
11 yards out. And the Bucs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Here we go. 11 Thomas.
Now Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
11.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Burrow looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Open man is Chase, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
1-1, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here we go.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Charlie Jones from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They go right back to White here on first down. Oh, and now some space to operate. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's the first carry for Sean Tucker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. McPherson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. 1 second, all that remains.
Pistol. What's that?
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now a give to White. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6. They stay on the ground with White. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On third down, a run from White. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The decision for Todd Bowles, and he says let's go for it on fourth down.
Regular.
To throw, Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Hurry! What's that?
On the handoff, this is White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans. 36 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to stretch out their lead. And oh, this is no good. Not even close, really. Way off the mark, and our score stays right where it is.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
On 2.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Here we go.
In motion left is Higgins. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. It was Jamel Dean who came up to make the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They'll get 34 yards there.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps and soon.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. On a handoff, it's White. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Here we go.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, 36 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's Mayfield. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Mayfield on play action. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
They're going to run it with their receiver, Evans. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Mayfield down. And there's a short one taken in by Otten.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. That is caught. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now back to the ground game with White. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Here's 1st down. White running to the left. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
This is 1st and 10.
Run, run, run.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. White again. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Kings! Point it right. Done.
Mayfield to throw. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Gun. Dot.
Here's Burrow. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Burrow. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Levante David.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Kings! Alert! What's that?
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain